We're going live. And they said you're live, but I'm feeling dead. This is the Aaron Zero Show news podcast for December the 2nd. What do we have here? Trump picks Kash Patel to be next FBI director. Top qualification is his loyalty to Trump. Who knew? And he has he's born in Queens, New York, to Gujarati immigrant parents from East Africa, began as a public defender in Florida, expressed outrage over FBI probe into Trump campaign's complicity with Russia to interfere, seen as MAGA loyalist who'd implement Trump's promise to drastically overhaul. And so he's a good pick for the Trump. Kashyap Patel may soon be running the world's premier law enforcement organization, the Federal Bureau. Known as a fierce critic of FBI, uh, is likely to set the stage for radical changes. That is if he's appointed. And if the Democrats take control of the House, maybe he won't be appointed because there was an election in California in which a Democrat won, and that has changed the majority in the House. So hopefully the Democrats can control the House, and that would be the silver lining, and the Trump agenda would then be severely limited. And what does Trump say? He says, find another sucker. He wants the BRIC countries, the idea that BRICS countries are trying to move away from dollar. And while we stand and watch is over, they can go find another sucker. We require commitment from these countries that they'll neither create new BRICS currency nor back other currency to replace the mighty US dollar, or they will face 100% tariffs. Spoken like a true clown, the clown you elected. And what else can we say? Indian origin Republic Ramaswamy expresses anger over New York's decision to pay 220 million in rent for hotel owned by PAC government, which means U.S. taxpayers are effectively paying a foreign government to house illegals. I don't know about that. Ramaswamy is a hothead and really a waste of time. Sex workers in Belgium will now be able to sign formal employment contracts and gain labor rights on par with those in other professions as a legal breakthrough some call a revolution for women. Well, I think sex should be free and hooking should stop. That's my own personal opinion. I don't think it's good for women anyway. What do I know? PV Sindhu and Lakshya Sen produce commanding in performance to claim women's and men's titles at Said Modi badminton tournament. She ended her 2 year title by drought by outplaying China's Wu Lo. And what else do we have here? In local news, Mr. Kejriwal, chief minister of Delhi, says likely to be held in the AAP national convener says there will be no alliance in the national capital, setting a stage for a triangular fight for 70-seat house. And the cyclone Fengal brings Pondi to its highest rainfall in 30 years. That is South India. And a lot of flooding and 90-mile-per-hour winds. And Delhi city AQI improves to its best since October 29 with some winds. And what else do we have here? Let us see what else we have here. GST mop-up in November gets up to 8.5%, 1.8 lakh crores. And Air quality improves to best since October 29, but smog or shallow fog again likely today, and the AQI currently stands in the 120 range in South Delhi, but in the other parts of Delhi it's in 300 range. So, what do we have here? Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of France on this day in 1804, the first Frenchman to hold the title in over 1,000 years. And so good for Napoleon. And one of our commentators here, Mr. Desai, says we need to disrupt normal life. So there's a cost attached to our indifference, particularly for people who are influential decision making roles, and all of this is needed not to solve the problem but to try and ensure that the real problem is taken seriously, politically, socially, and economically. It's time to make this issue of air pollution matter. And here in India, they're also questioning social media, friend or foe, after the Australian government has passed a law banning social media use for under 16 years old. And a pressing question is, should the media be banned for children? And so it's something that has struck a chord here in India too. Who knows? Maybe they ban it here too for kids who are 16 years old. Thank God I'm not 16. I'm 17, going on 18. So, what else do we have here? GST collections rise 8.5% to top 1.8 lakh crore, fourth highest 9.4 growth in domestic consumption drives mopped up. And in line for FBI chief post, cash's rise alarms Trump officials, the previous of the Trump government. In ex-president's first stint, ex-AG Barr had threatened to quit if Patel was made deputy head. And what else do we have here? Bangladesh High Court acquits Zia's son in 2004 grenade attack case. Dubs conviction of Tariq Rahman and others illegal. $16 billion siphoned off annually during Hasina's tenure. That's the previous government. Ivanka's father-in-law to be envoy to France despite tax evasion history. And tax evasion is not too big a deal in the orange clown world. And it's exciting time in the chess championship. And Gukesh rejects draw, forces Ding to play down, stands at 3 apiece with 8 games to go. So this is really quite a wonderful, remarkable journey for an 18-year-old Indian kid who is playing against a 32-year-old Chinese. And they're in their own world of assessment and evaluation. So that is good going. And what else do we have here? Dua Lipa pop star rocks Bombay and crowds cheers for levitating, and Wo Larki Jo in Mumbai. It's a viral mashup of 2 songs, Levitating and Wo Larki Jo. So she says, I was blown away when I first heard the mashup of Wo Larki Jo and Levitating. It was amazing. I love Shah Rukh Khan. And so she performed Levitating, New Rules, One Kiss, Don't Start Now. And another pop star called Lady Gaga is set to perform a free concert in Rio de Janeiro on Copacabana Beach on May 3rd. So we understand it's a free concert which the mayor of Rio de Janeiro has authorized because he wants to help the local economy. Previous performers were the Rolling Stones and Rod Stewart and Lenny Kravitz. And there you have it. If you enjoyed our podcast, please do subscribe. Have a wonderful day.